The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 25-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run there with Cook not going to be successful as he'll lose a couple of yards on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
First down. Here's Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
On the pickup.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal from the 6. They'll run with Cook. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain, but I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise...
He's got his man. It's taken out for a Viking touchdown. B.C. Johnson there to make the grab. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
It's the score, Vikings 7, Eagles 0.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 71 yards. Are within an extra point of tying this thing up. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, but a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Cousins to Jefferson on the slant. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
To the air again, it's Cousins, escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. That's to his running back, complete. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Being chased out left. He'll run it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the return, the Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. From way up at the 23. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And he took the ball off course.
Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season. And that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt.
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 30-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Expect it from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Again, it's Cook. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
Dalvin Cook.
And he'll get this down only to the 18.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Vikings 20, Eagles 10. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Well, as we normally do, let's look ahead to what's to come here in the NFL for Week 6. Some changes to the schedule in this most unusual season. But, CD, I've earmarked a few here. I've got Cleveland and Pittsburgh, Green Bay and Tampa Bay. Of course, that's going to be a lot of fun. Arizona, Dallas, Monday night. And then you got Buffalo, KC moved from Thursday to Monday to account for Buffalo playing on Tuesday in Week 5.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start with that one because that Buffalo-Kansas City game, as you mentioned, was originally a Thursday night feature game. Then they moved it to Sunday, and then they had to move it to Monday because of the juggling of the schedule in this most unusual season. Arizona-Dallas Monday night, that feels like an old-school kind of a game, doesn't it? And now we'll have Andy Dalton at quarterback for Dallas. And Green Bay-Tampa Bay, that's simple. Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady. And Cleveland-Pittsburgh, how great is this now to feel like it's the old AFC North battle with Cleveland fully in the fight?
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Touchdown.
Miles Sanders, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Vikings 20, Eagles 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
17.
They run it again with Cook. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
On the carry.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Cousins to his tight end Rudolph for a Viking first down. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Point after.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken from about the 12.
Now increase here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Eagles.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Complete to Alshon Jeffrey.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Philadelphia.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got room. 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 43 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Now Cousins. Pass incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Down at the 31.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
This afternoon, it's Cook. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And you look back over the score sheet. Interesting. A very clean game. No turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
There's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Gain of 27.
Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
Now it's Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Rivers and the Colts going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Jonathan Taylor, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. They can't stop Bruce Irvin there as he slips in for the sack.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They just got that play off. Now Rivers. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Wilson slings this out to Metcalf. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. But now it's 3rd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, Carson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson on target to DK Metcalf. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Seahawks 6, Colts nothing.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
That's good.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38. Taylor.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Shaquille Griffin on the tackle.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rivers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack.
It's now 3rd down.
3rd and long for Rivers. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 65 yards. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. He's got it, and they take the lead at 7-6.
Makes the score Colts 7, Seahawks 6.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
The Seahawk ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up
on 2nd and 7. Rivers. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's out right at the 25.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Taylor again the ball carrier.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 3rd down, Rivers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with Taylor. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Sponge. No. Check 3. Undercrunch. Light.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
2-yard line.
Rivers on 1st down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Easy. Check it out, Reed. Switch. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Load it.
From the gun, Rivers. Just keeping the play alive. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Benson Mayowa on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
For Seattle.
2nd half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. Very short kick taken right at the 20. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
6-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
See if they do just that.
Complete to Jonathan Taylor. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That's good for a Colt.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the 1st half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Rivers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Jarran Reed able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 66 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at their own 46. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers escaping the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Following the interception here, Rivers. He'll drop this down to Taylor. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
A gain of 9.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got a first down and then some.
Oh, you got to feel it, baby.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
Oh, my goodness.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back now in Indianapolis. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. They'll run here with Taylor.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
The Colts will...
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it?
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games, and I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked
As
really
we
tight with
speak.
the points of pressure here, and that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was
You
down
would
there?
not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indiana.
And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Jarran Reed able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up. The Colts on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? And he's got his man Hilton. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And now off to the races down the right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
Jason Myers for the...
So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
At 19.
And how about this decision? Tie game, 4th quarter. They want the ball back on the onside kick. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts.
The
The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with now 2 fourth quarter. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Fielded right around the 8. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown, Colts.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit.
The fake extra.
I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a Vincent Mayowa in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Now Wilson on first down. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Wilson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Xavier Rhodes sprints in on the corner blitz for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Wilson's pass.
He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Rivers here to throw. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
It's second down.
One last shot for Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 28. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And some room to maneuver. Greg Olsen, nobody ahead of him. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over.
Today's final score, Colts.
So they try.